I'm using a little bit of canola oil with the olive oil. But the olive oil kind of burns meat. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't think no one is on here yet, but it's Sunday morning. See another day. Feeling good about it. I am going to fry dumplings, so I am going to use some canola oil for this over here. From the, I don't think I need, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm not sure what time it is, wherever you're chipping in, if anyone is even on there, but good morning. It's morning in my neck of the woods. I'm in Central Florida, and today I'm making my breakfast and my dinner at the same time. A little bit different. So I'm going to be frying some dumplings over here, making some banana and cassava and yams in that pot over there. And I'm making some fried dumplings. And I'm going to fry some kingfish and stew it in some sauce. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not sure anyone is on here, but good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not over the, I'm going to turn the stove down because I'm going to fry dumpling over here. I'm saying good morning, but I'm not sure if anyone is on, but if you're on, thank you for coming on. This morning I'm making some kingfish. I need to turn the stove down a bit. In here, stew down in tomato sauce, green bananas, cassava. It's not a meal for everyone, but this is what I'm making for Sunday morning breakfast. And I'm going to make some chicken, rice, and peas for dinner. I have to go to Disney Springs with the little girl, more like my broke best friend. I got to go with her. She wants to go get a few things for fall, so I'm going to try my best to get dinner done before 11 o'clock or completed. So I'm starting off with, anyone wonder what this is? That's kingfish. And I'm going to do it a little bit different than usual. Most people like their fish just regular, but I'm going to do this in a tomato-based sauce. I'm going to blend it with plenty of garlic, onions, thyme, scallion, and a little bit of jerk seasoning. Not a lot of it, just to give it that little flavor. But I have a little base coat of flour just to hold it together. I removed the bone out of this piece because it was a big bone and it spread it too far. So, but anyways, I have some oil over here. I'm not even sure if it's hot, but I'm gonna put my first piece in, and I'm gonna fry some dumpling. And I'm doing my dumpling a little bit different. I do my dumpling flat. The kids like them this way, so that's what I'm doing. And then I open it. They're gonna shrink back together anyway, but this is how I'm doing them. And they like them nice and crispy, and it's not ready. So I'm gonna start making a few of them. I have the dough over here. It's been sitting for a while, rested. I'm gonna fold it back in. And I'm gonna slow this down. I don't want them to burn. I want them to fry all the way through. But that water is boiling, so I'm gonna start that off by, because I'm not peeling the banana, I'm gonna go ahead and, I already have salt in the water. You have to put salt in the water. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off right there. Turn this around. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If anyone is on there, I'm not even sure. Good morning. And I have to be careful because guess what? That's steam. But I don't want to get burned over here. I need the side to use. So I have people say, you know what, I'm going to wait for the yam a little bit because they're going to mush out. That's white yam. But that's green banana. And that's what we're going to have with the fish. I'm only making 3 pieces because the kids are not going to eat it. It's just for me and the husband. My older boy, he's working for FEMA this hurricane season, so he's not home. He's somewhere in Orlando working, not too far from us, but he's working FEMA this year, so he's not at home at this time. Took a little break from his job to go out there and help out, which is good pay too, so I think that's probably why he took it and went. So most of the time I'm cooking a little bit less than usual because he's not here, so, and the little one don't eat most of the stuff we like. They're really like junk food kind of kids. The boy sometimes he likes what I cook, so I still make enough. So I make 3 pieces just in case he want a piece of it. And if anybody's wondering, I'm making kingfish, green banana, sweet cassava. I'm not making too much of that either. And anyone wonder what I'm talking about, it's this thing right here. That's sweet cassava. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not sure if anyone is watching. I'm going to look in a minute, but I'm trying not to burn that fish. But I wanted to fry it all the way through. It's kingfish, it's sliced kingfish. I think I'm going to do another couple pieces of that right there. So I have enough throughout the week. No, that's enough. I'm not going to put too much of it. And I'm going to put the yam in last. So I have oil over here. Did I turn the stove on? No, I didn't turn it up. Oh gosh, no wonder it's not warm enough. But anyways, I have my fish here. And the kingfish is kind of easy because it's already sliced. It's easy to clean. And I'm going to use this one right here. And this is kingfish, anyone want to know? Good morning. I'm not even sure if any, oh yes, someone is on here. Good morning. Someone said you can't cook. Well, that's your business if you think I can't cook. I cook enough to suit my family. I'm making some green banana and cassava. I think someone else, if someone, what is that? Is this maybe the same one? You can't cook. Well, you know what? At least maybe you can cook, so that's good for you. If you can cook, good for you. Don't worry about me. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm Jamaican. Everyone cook their food differently. Everyone like their meals differently. And I can't come on to your house and tell you how to cook your food. If you don't like it, just swipe away. It's fine. All right? No need to be nasty on a Sunday morning. If you want to be nasty with yourself, that's on you. If you're a miserable person, stay miserable. All by yourself, buddy. Or girl, I'm not sure who said it because I can't really pay attention to that right now. And I ain't come on here to argue with nobody how to do things. And no one can tell me how to eat my food or make my food. So I will take suggestions if someone thinks something might taste good or I might like it, but you can't come on here and tell me how to do my food. Simple. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's not spoiled. It's kingfish. If you don't know what fish is, and I've based it different, and it's not spoiled. If you don't know nothing about fish, don't talk about fish. You can't look at a fish and really tell unless you open the belly or the gut of it, or the eyes of it. And it's not spoiled. I know how a fish is supposed to look, smell. And good luck to you, whoever keep on making those little sly comments. You know what I realize is Sunday morning, I'm not even going to pay you no mind. So you can make all the comments you want on there. Not even going to respond to you. Something is wrong with these people sometimes in the morning. I don't know who have that much energy to get up and think, just to get up and say bad things or feel like they want to offend someone else. But that's your opinion, so stay in your little crazy lane. I'm making them extremely thin. I'm making some, I don't want to knock this over. Some fried dumplings. But I'm making them flat. And why I'm making them flat is because that's the way the kiddos like them. I like it nice and round. And anyone wondering why the fish look like that, I did them a little bit different. Now with that said, this is how I have them over here. I kind of base them with a little flour to keep them together because they're sliced fish and they will pull apart. And anybody knows how to cook fish, sliced fish, if you're not doing it a particular way, you can do any way you want, to be honest. But this is the way I want it this morning. This is the way I'm going to cook it. It's my food. Turn my stuff over. I'm talking, not paying attention. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I don't want them burned, just golden enough. Let's see this one. I just put that in, so I'm going to flip it. The thing about this pot, I bent it, I hit it on something, and I think I twisted the pot. Ever since it's been not flat on the stove. So, but I love it. And that's kingfish. Anyone's wondering what kind of fish I'm cooking? While I turn them on the side, I try to get all sides fried. So I will turn them on this side, I flip them. Everyone do their fish different. This is how I like mine done. Fully crispy all over. And that's why I put a little bit of flour on there. And a tad of cornstarch, I forgot about that. So it makes it extremely crispy on the outside. Because it's a fish that's sliced, the meat tends to fall apart, extremely tender. And I'm not frying a lot of deep oil fried, so it's different. I'm making a mess of my stove, but whatever. What that is, I think I dropped something over there. I'm trying to get the flour that I had on that paper towel over there off the stove so it don't look like a big old piece of cream sitting there. And these are the dumplings over here. I'm not sure if you guys can see them. I'm making some fried dumplings, but I'm making them flat fried so they're extremely crispy. And I'm gonna go back to my fish right here. And like I said, I flip them on all sides. So I'm going to go around and just twist them. More like all sides. I'm going to make some pigeon peas with rice. I have that over here. I'm going to add that in. Put that on a minute, but I don't want too much steam. Then it will steam the camera up, so I'm kind of like holding back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to turn the stove down a bit on the fish. And I have the fried dumpling over there. WJ Hill, must be nice. It is. It's a good morning here. It's not too hot today, so we're going to have a good day pretty much. Good morning, Yasmin. Good morning, Yasmin. Yeah, I like my everything well cooked, and why I'm doing it because I'm gonna have a tomato-based sauce for it. Now, with that said, everyone might wonder, like, what is he talking about tomato-based sauce? I'm gonna pretty much blend a tomato, and I forgot to take it out. Oh my gosh, completely forgot what I was supposed to do. I'm glad you asked. You kind of saved me. And over here, I do have some banana and cassava already in the water. So what I am gonna do now is put my white yam in. And that's what's boiling over here. Green banana. I did not peel them because I don't have anything but cassava, yam, and banana in it. So I did cut them open so it's easy for me to peel the skin apart. And I do fry the fish on every side as much as possible. So it's not like and why it's looking like that, I did baste it in flour so it will look a little bit darker than it really is. And what it do is keep the inside really soft once I put it in that sauce. So a lot of people don't know it's a trick to fish. For me, this is what my experience is if you fry the fish in a little bit of flour, it tends to keep the meat together and it doesn't get dried out. And this is kingfish, you guys. It almost tastes like bluefish. A lot of people don't know what kingfish is. It has that same taste to me. Let me see what my dumpling is looking like. They don't take long to fry this way, and I think I overcooked this one. No, it's not. It's okay. So if you guys look right here, I'm on the other side here cooking some fried dumpling. And these don't take long. I'm going to turn that over a little bit. I'm just going to let them fry on that side. I'm talking and forgetting that I'm frying dumpling. But anyways, I am going to make some sauce, tomato sauce for the fish. But I am going to add my garlic, onions, and all that good stuff to it as well. I'm going to get these out. And I'm just going to put these here in the colander, let them drain off over on this side. Good morning, good morning. This is not the regular traditional bacon and eggs breakfast. This is breakfast that's more like on the Caribbean side. And I am Jamaican and I know how to make fish like several different ways, but this is the way I like kingfish. And like I said, it's kingfish. It's not the regular snapper or anything. It's not escovitch fish I'm making. So with that said, I'm going to show you here. I'm making a tomato-based sauce for it. You do have to put a few little things in there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm kind of low energy this morning. I don't know why, but I think I was a little bit tired from yesterday. And I'm going to flip that. I know it's hot. It looks kind of hot when I touch it like that, but it's okay. I'm going to add garlic to my tomatoes that I'm going to grind. I have that behind me right here. I'm going to turn this stove down. I'm going to make some more dumplings in a minute. But I want to go ahead and add my garlic and get this going. The thing about making kingfish, you could do whatever way you want. You don't have to do it because the way everyone else does it, or even your mother used to do it, or a father, or whatever, a grandmother. And fish is fish. It takes any flavor you give it. Some do taste different, yes, that's true. But even though I'm from Jamaica, I don't cook everything exactly like we all do in Jamaica. I tend to change my food up a bit according to how I feel for it, or I think it should taste. And yes, I am using my hands because sometimes when I try to hold it on the other side with the thumb, it doesn't work. So I have some, my little, sorry with the noise. That don't take much to get done. The fish is almost ready anyway, so I'm gonna get that sorted out. I have a chicken over here that I gotta cut up for dinner. I'm gonna make that a little bit later. I'm trying to go to Disney Springs with my little girl so she can get a few things from there, from Zara. I'm not sure what she wants, but and it's also a way of getting out of the house sometimes on a Sunday. Sundays tend to be a little bit tricky for us sometimes. You know, really tricky. Alright, so I have my fish almost ready. I'm going to let that side fry a little bit more. And I'm going to put some more dumpling in. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure. Oh, the fish look like chicken? No, I have flour on it, you guys, and a little bit of cornstarch. I'm trying to hold it together. It's kingfish. It's sliced fish. It's not the normal fish with the head on. It's that I'm cooking today. I'm not cooking snapper or anything. I'm cooking kingfish. And why I'm cooking kingfish? To be honest, my husband been asking me to make it for the longest. And I went to the store a couple times and I couldn't find it. So in the week I went, I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, I gotta get this side fried more. Let me open this thing up. Friday I went. I was just lazy to go get the tongue, you guys. And make that size a little bit darker. I do like them dark because you see, once I pull back this coat right there, the meat is so soft and tender, it will just fall apart in the sauce. And that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I have that going right here. And I have my tomato base. And a lot of people are going to see what I'm doing with it. This is my tomato base. It's going to be well seasoned. I'm not even going to dump the oil from the pot. Well, I might have to empty some of it because it do look like a lot. Let me put some dumpling in there. And the thing is, this is what's going on over there. Good morning, if you're just coming on. Someone says look like chicken. It's not chicken, it's fish. It's kingfish. A lot of people might know what it is if you're from the islands, Philippines, Caribbean, stuff like that. There are places like that more like it. I'm making some dumplings. I make them different. I'm not Spanish. A lot of people think I'm Spanish because the food I cook, I'm not. It's what I like I make. That's all it is. The reason why I cook the way I cook, and I'm a little bit more diverse. My grandmother had a cook shop in Jamaica, where I'm from. I've grown up around food all my life. And she had a nice little spot going on, and she used to travel a lot, so I got some of our ideas in my head. Never forget them. I try not to forget them anyway. Some of my best meal is from my grandmother. And it's funny, people will say their mother, but it's not. Mine is from my grandmother. She's the one that practically raised me. My grandmother. My parents, like most Jamaican parents, they migrate, leave their children for someone else to take care of. And they live in this country until they could get their kids here. I was one of those babies. So I've been in this country for years, over 30 years, to be honest with you. Almost 40 years. So it's not like, but I've been back almost, I go back a lot. I mean a lot, more than most people. I go back as often as I can. I love my country, but I have kids here, and this is their country now. I'm also a citizen here, so I have to, you know, and I'm going to enjoy my life, no matter where I'm at. I'm not going to wait for me to turn 50, 60, and say, oh, I'm going to go back home and enjoy life. I'm going to do whatever I want, wherever I'm at. And the truth about it, wherever I'm at, I'm going to try to love it. Because obviously, It helps make me and groom me to who I am today. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and turn this stove off for a bit because I have to do have to get rid of some of this oil. And I'm going to get, yeah, because it's a lot. Even though it's olive oil, a little bit of canola, but mainly olive oil. Those little black things you see in there, that's pimento. And yes, it's fish. And let me show you, if you guys can't see, it's kingfish. See it right there? It's kingfish. It's not chicken. Chicken is for dinner. That's what I'm making for dinner. So I turned that stove off. And I'm going to get rid of some of this oil. You're going to hear a shh. But I have a drainage thing right here that it's okay to put it in there. And I'm going to save some of it, not all of it. Now, the trick for this kind of dish is you do have to season the hell out of it because it's tomato based. And with tomato, let me turn this stove down a bit. Oh, I don't want it too low. I have some dumplings over here. And I don't want them burning. That's okay. Let me see this one. So, with the tomato based stuff, you have to season it regardless. So even though I'm putting it, I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in. I'm going to put it on low. And I do fish all kind of ways. I do have some videos I show you. I do escovitch fish. I do, which is snapper sometimes. Mainly, I love snapper. I love parrotfish. A lot of people don't like parrotfish, but I love parrotfish. I like butterfish. And I'm going to saute these a little bit till they get like golden. Not mushy, just golden. So I'll leave that on. And anyone wonder what fish I'm talking about? If you're just coming on, this is the fish I'm making this morning for breakfast. Over here, you see boiling is going to be served with banana, cassava, and why it's dark because I have the skin on the banana. I've learned that sometimes if you're not cooking dumpling in the water for it to turn black, you can leave it in. I think I just threw my pants, bend it over. Anyway, I could hear it. You could, ouch, I lost train of, oh, I need another onion for that one. I'm gonna probably, I need some garlic. That's what I need. Yep, I sure do. Now, what I do have going on here is some okra that's going to go in. Some people like okra, some people don't. I love okra in most things that I eat. Not putting a lot. I only have 5 left out of the batch I bought for like, what was it, $4.99? And I got almost 2 to 3 dozen okra, I think, or 2.5 dozen okra. Now, to get some of the slime out, it's a trick I have. So I'll go before I put it in there, and it works for me. I get the hot water out and I put it on the okra before I put it into the fish, and I just let them sit in it before I could boil it in that water, but I do not want my water slimy, so I kind of like separate them. It's only a couple left, so it's not going to be too slimy when I'm done. Even though I have my tomato grind, I still do put the fresh one in, and this one is from the can. I grind it with herbs in it. I didn't show you guys when I started. I'm sorry. But I have my dumplings over here frying. Anybody wants to see? And I make my dumpling a little bit different. When I do them like this way, they're almost like biscuits. I spread them and then I open them in the middle so it goes straight through. So you have like a crispy, flaky thing going on. I do base it with a little bit of, well, not base. I put a little bit of butter in it. Butter, not margarine. That's a tad of butter. So I have to watch it because it will burn fast. So when you see them getting golden, it's because I have a little butter in it. Salt. And a tad, not a lot, just a tad of sugar. And why? The kids eat it. That's for my children. That's the kind of stuff that they like, and that's what I make. So I make things that doesn't go to waste. They will munch on them all day. They will just grab one out the container, and this is how they come out looking. Please do like the video, you guys. You know, thank you for watching. I do appreciate everyone coming on. My kids tend to eat whatever I make, to be honest with you. They will try it. There's no, the funny thing, the weirdest of things I could make octopus, they'll love it and eat it. If I make shark and give them, they'll eat it. You know, it just depends. Will they want it every day? No. They love pasta. The truth is, I could put a cat in a pasta and they'll eat it. That's how much they love pasta. But as far as like certain foods, if it's like the yam and the banana, they don't like it. But they love them some pasta. So I find out that I get away with murder with the pasta most of the time. I could add most meat. They, you know, the basic shrimp and stuff, kids love all the time. So you don't have a problem with that. Kids love shrimp, lobster, anything fancy. My husband do not eat lobster. He do not eat crabs. Even though I do crab, he don't eat it. He don't even look at it. He don't even like the smell of it. He comes crabbing with me. He helps me. And, you know, that's a good partner right there. He helps me out. He try to do the activities that I like. Just the same way he's not part of the video, more like the channel. But he know he's going to be in it, and he doesn't complain. He doesn't shy away from it. He doesn't embarrass me or run me. You know, like, don't put it on me. He don't make me feel small like that. So that's a plus. He looks out for my best interest. He's not the type. My husband doesn't even have a social media page. He don't have no form of social media page. He's not on no social media platform. I told him I was going to open one for him on Facebook once, and that's years ago. He looked at me all strange. So the minute I got that look, I knew what that was. And that's him. But as far as the food is concerned, he loves my food. He doesn't complain about my food. And we've been together over 20 years, so, and married. How long we've been married? 21 plus years we've been married. Let me turn this back up because I'm ready to add my stuff to it. And it's been a while, but he's a good soldier when it comes down to certain things. So I have my garlic added to this. And then after this garlic get, you know, a little bit cooked in here, I'm going to go ahead and add the tomatoes base. So I got to give you guys a story. So yesterday we went crabbing, right? Well, my daughter didn't want to come with me, but for some strange reason she changed her mind. And we're sitting there, and I'm telling you, I was yakety yak so much. We was just about to start getting the crab going on, everything. When she said, "Mom, look, don't you hear that?" She looked over there. It was the biggest snake I ever seen in my life. I mean, I've been crabbing, fishing, seeing snakes all the time, but I'm telling you the truth, it gave me the shivers. I packed my stuff up so fast and jetted. I couldn't believe what I saw in front of my eyes. I never saw such of a big snake, but it was weird yesterday because while we even left, the water like disappeared from the sea. It wasn't no water out there in the sea. I'm not sure what happened, but it's saying they're having king tides in other places, and I think that might be part of it. But to be honest, it scared the bejesus out of me seeing that huge snake. And what's made it even worse, I'm going to be honest with you, it was the fact he was in the palm tree. The whole time I was holding on to this palm tree, I was swinging like a monkey on a limb, trying to get the crab traps and get the crabs off. And while I'm picking the crabs off, this snake was sitting in the damn top of the canopy of the palm tree. And my dumb behind did not see him. I did not hear him. But guess why? Because he blended in so perfectly with the color of the palm tree. I'm not sure what kind of snake he was, but I'm telling you, this thing was so huge, okay? And I knew for a fact, if she wasn't there, I probably would have got bitten or stung, whatever they do. I don't know what snakes do, and I stay the hell away from them because I don't like them. I see them in my backyard all the time, and once I see them, I'm gone. I'm like ghost. I'm out. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm leaving it, and I'm out. Even if I'm in the garden, planting or reaping, whatever I'm doing out there, I'm out. And I'm telling you, this snake scared me so bad. Good morning, good morning. Let me come on here and speak to you guys and say good morning. Yasmin. Do I like other fish, Yasmin? Yes, I do. I like almost every fish. I don't have no complaints about fish, to be honest with you. I love fish, period. I will try any fish, to be honest. Once it's out to sea, I'll try it. Will I like it? I'm not sure, but I'll just try. Just the same way I used to say I don't like octopus, and I fell in love with octopus. Catfish, I like catfish, but with certain meals, I like catfish. And it has, to be honest, how I do catfish, I have to get the skin off. I cannot eat the skin of the catfish. The skin of the catfish is the worst for me. Let's see what. Yeah, the skin of the catfish is the worst for me. I cannot like the taste of the skin. But the catfish texture is fine, to be honest with you. So I'm not like, oh, it's a particular type of fish I have to eat. No. I eat any kind of fish that comes on my plate. Food is food. And if I see it and I want to try it, I try it. That's always been my thing about food. And like I said, my grandmother was always one of those people that travel. I've moved from Jamaica at an early stage, so it wasn't like I was in Jamaica growing up and I'm just used to one kind of food. I try food. My husband is the one that don't eat certain things, and he won't try it either. You can't get him to go to a restaurant and try anything, just the basic. You know what I mean? You take my husband to a fancy restaurant, and he said, "Babe, boy, get roasted chicken." We went to what's it called again? What's that restaurant again? I'll get it sooner or later. Anyways, we went there, and he wind up ordering roasted chicken. When I'm ordering all kind of other stuff, I forgot what I even got. Is it Marimoto restaurant? One of those fancy places that cost us, when we walked out of there, we spent over $200 and some for chicken, and maybe a couple glasses of wine or whatever. And it was our anniversary in Disney Springs while we tried it. Is it Marimoto? I'm not sure what was it again. It's several food channel restaurants we tried before. Well, I took them. I forced them. It was more like of a force. All right, so I have pimento in here already. But where's my little bottle of pimento? I had it somewhere. But anyways, and the man went in there and ordered chicken. So I have some pimento in there. It's a jelly jar. But I tell you, I was so much on edge laughing, trying to like coax him into other things. And the man looked at me like I was crazy, like, listen, this is what I want. So anyway, to be honest, the roasted chicken was delicious. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was basic roasted chicken with potatoes, asparagus, if I'm not mistaken. He loves asparagus. I do too. Oh, I put just some chives in there. And while I put it in my hand, my hand is like my measuring my measuring spoon. I don't really have to use a spoon, but I do it because I know about sauce I'm making. And with this, believe it or not, with my bottle of vinegar, I have a small bottle. Excuse me, I have to refill it. I buy the big bottle of vinegars. Now with this, to make it not too bad, I put a little bit of vinegar in it right here. Not a lot. It's a couple drops. And people wonder, like, why would you put vinegar? Trust me, if you try this, you'll see what I'm talking about. It tastes pretty good. It's not for everyone. So I'm not going to say everyone's going to try it and think it's good, but I like it. And that's a tad of sugar to cut that harsh taste from this, what I'm going to put in it. Now, with this said, I'm going to put a lot of herbs in it. Thyme, a little bit of cumin. I put a lot of stuff in my fish. My fish is usually, and I'm making breakfast that my husband likes and he's been asking for. It's something that he likes, and whatever he likes, I'm going to make, regardless of how anybody else might think of it. Even if I have people over or family member here, whatever my husband asks for, that's what he gets. It's not about even my people that comes over to visit. And they're usually coming from far, because they don't live here in Florida. He work his money, he earn his money, he's going to eat well in his house. So that's what I believe in. I'm not going to please anyone else before my husband, because at the end of the day, it's the same thing that applies for me, applies for him. You know what I mean? Now, because this is not, everybody look at it and say, oh, why it looks like that. You're going to see what it looks like when I'm done and when I add those fish to it. I am going to add the fish to it. Now I'm going to add Cajun seasoning because I like the spices they have in it. Cayenne pepper. And I am going to put some Scotch bonnet pepper. They're green, but they're real scratchy. I stole the seed, more like I didn't steal the seed. I brought the seed from Jamaica and I grow them in the backyard. I have some big behind trees back there. So this is what it's looking like. So I pick them while they're green. I like the smell of them, especially my rice and beans. I forgot that I have my dumplings over here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them. They're a little bit golden, but oh well. I don't want them too golden, but I'm gonna let them sit on that side. One more time, I'm gonna take them out and put the last batch in. So back to this sauce thing right here. A lot of people will say, oh, it looks weird, but it's pretty good. I put garlic, onion, scallion. While I was putting it, I wasn't saying what I was putting in there. And I got some pepper, and I put it last because I like to taste it, smell it. Because the smell of these, you can know they're different. They're not the one from here that they grow and sell in the stores. It's much different. And I'm going to add the herbs to it as it go along. I'm going to turn it up. And then I add the fish in. The fish is last. And that's why I put them in the coat of the cornstarch and the flour. Good morning. Good morning. The kingfish, I'm not sure. Somebody said how much it costs. If it's the kingfish you're talking about, I think it was $13.99. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. Migo, whoever you say you don't care, well, if you don't care, just get off the live. That's fine with me, okay? If you're the type of person don't care, you don't need to be on there. Anyway. Somebody said dry bull ball. You know what, these people, sometimes I'm just going to ignore you guys because I realize that it's just humor sometimes. And the reason why it looks well cooked is because it's floured. That don't mean it's cooked on the inside of the fish. It's coated. The fish is coated. So you're gonna oh, I did put a cayenne pepper. I think I did, but I'm gonna put a little bit more. To each his own, what they like in their food. And I'm not telling nobody what to like or what to eat. But if you have a problem coming on here, you don't like it, that's your business. Get these out. I have some fried dumplings over here. And I have them in a calendar. And it makes the oil drain off. And the sauce takes a little bit of work to get it the way I like it. It's not a lot of work, but it's just that I like for it to be fully cooked before I add the fish. Because the fish is going to take, because it's fried, only another 5 or so minutes. Or maybe the most 10 minutes because I wanted to cook through. Because the thing is, it's kingfish. Fish is fish. No matter what kind of fish you eat. I do not eat raw fish. Fishes and crabs, all of that stuff carry parasite no matter what. Every fish mainly come out of the sea carries some form of parasite. And a lot of people don't know this, but I love fish. Most meat carry parasite does fish. So you have to be careful when you're eating fish, not especially when it's been in the stores for days. If you're not catching it directly from the sea, you have a good chance of getting something if you eat it raw. So that's the reason why I well cook my food, especially once I buy it, because remember, a person could buy a package of stuff and walk away, put it somewhere else. They're going to put it right back in that fridge or freezer. So when it comes down to the meat, you have to be careful. The good thing about fish is if it's no good, you will smell it when you're cooking it. Matter of fact, you don't have to eat when you're cooking it. From the moment you open the package, it's extremely fishy. If it's extremely fishy, it's no good. Just like a lot of things. Anything you smell that smells fishy and extremely fishy is no good. So that's the reason for sometimes when you pull the package, as you smell it, you just take it back because it can get you sick. Now I have my last set of dumplings in here. And I have my sauce ready, right? Now, what I'm going to do before I put all the other stuff in, I do have some thyme, and I'm going to try to get those in it. It's going to look like a lot, but they're not. It's actually, I wash them, rinse them off more like it, and I try to get most of the leaves off the stem. So I kind of like swipe it back. Some of them going to come off whole. And I just pull it off the stem. And I put the herbs in last because it tends to make the flavor a little bit more enhanced at the last bit of it. When you fry anything or burn it, usually the flavor goes away. So at least that's what I think. I've tasted in my food when I do it like this. And it looks like a lot of time, but it's not. I think I'm gonna put a couple more pieces in here. So I flip back the and I get them right off. And this is pretty much, let me see, another 5 minutes. Those bananas should go all the way through. Put some of this away, I don't need all that. And I just flip them off. Now the time is in. I'm gonna add a little bit more garlic powder to it, even though I have fresh garlic in there. I don't use a lot of oregano, just a little bit, right? And where is the cumin? I think I don't have it. Anyway. And a lot of people don't know this. I like dry dill. And this is dill, dry dill. It gives a nice little flavor. And I'm dropping the ginger from the fridge. All right, so I do add a little bit of, this is light soy sauce. It's not the heavy one. So I'm gonna go ahead and stir this one more time. I'm looking for the paprika, but I don't know where I put it, to be honest with you. And that usually makes it a little bit more darker. Good morning, good morning. Good morning again, Yasmin. WJ Hill, good morning. My too much waiting for you. For what you're cooking. Oh, I'm sorry. My too much for you. Good morning. I am cooking kingfish with green bananas, and see, I didn't peel them, but the buggers came right out the skin because I sliced them. They're coming out the skin. So this is what I'm making. They're coming out the skin. I have cassava. Anybody want to know what cassava is? This is it. And white yam. So I'm going to turn that off because, to be honest, that's pretty much done. The thing about the fish, I don't want it to fall apart. But I had my sazon, which I like. Because regardless of what, I ain't gonna lie to you, these Spanish seasoning, they taste good. A lot of people might say, oh, they don't like certain foods. I don't care. I love my sazon. Some people don't like it. I love it. So, all right. I'm not going to add any form of water to this because I think it's thin enough. I'm sorry, you guys. So, I have some pepper over here. And what I'm going to put with it is a little bit more scallion on the top after I'm done and let them sit. And I'm going to flip them. I'm not even going to like stir. I just flip them in the sauce, because the thing is, if you get up and stir, they'll fall apart as much as they have flour on them. All right, so I'm going to put these back in, and these are kingfish fried with a little bit of cornstarch and flour. I'm trying not to stick my hand in that hot sauce because that is hot. And this is what it's looking like. And I'm not going to stir. I'm going to rather put them. Let me get something before I mess my pot up with that spatula. I do them like this, if anything. And I'm going to turn the heat down really, really, really low. While I'm doing that, let me flip these dumplings. And that's what I'm frying over here. I'll make them a little bit different than usual. You can make dumpling any way you want. It's just getting the mix right, the flour mix right. A lot of people think you have to be perfect, or no, you could cook your food any way you want. And it, to me, remember, everything going down the same way, coming out the same way. It ain't coming out no different, as long as it has taste. So Here go the trouble for me now. This pepper, I'm trying not to touch it with my hand because it's extremely hot. But it's gonna give my food a lot of flavor. And it smells so good. It has this nice, because it's Scotch. It's not habanero pepper. It's Scotch bonnet pepper. And I brought them from Jamaica. Nobody, I'm not even gonna tell people how I brought them here, but because they'll take them away because they have seeds. Some people bring them regardless and get away with it. I've been unlucky several times. They just take it away from me. I'm not sure if it was just the TSA or whatever, immigration or custom, whatever there was that did it, just, you know, wanted to take it away from me. But I didn't get a chance to bring them in, so this is what the fish is looking like, you guys. But I got them in here, and I'm gonna keep on growing them. So as I grow, and they're actually, and everything on the fish in the flour mix was actually seasoned. It wasn't just throwing flour on it and frying it. No, I seasoned the little bit of cornstarch and a little flour. I seasoned it with everything that I think I wanted on there. So it's what kind of seasoning you use most of the time. Don't let nobody tell you you have to use a particular season. It's the seasoning you use it on your food. That's it. Unless you just want a different taste. Because I bought some, not Cajun, I bought some soul food seasoning once. And I'm telling you, it was horrible. Then I bought this other brand's soul food seasoning, and I'm telling you, it was fantastic. And I tell you, the kids threw away my bottle, my container, because I was going back to buy more, and I can't find it. And it was soul food seasoning. And I mean, I'm not sure what they had in it. But it was really, 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 really good. Now, with this said, I'm not going to add a lot to that because I don't need it. I don't think I need it in there. But I'm going to put 2 tiny, tiny spoons. I'm going to find my tiny spoons. And I mean tiny. And once I flip them again, I want them to have that jerk seasoning. Usually I make my fresh jerk seasoning, but I don't have the time for it. I'm going to just put a little bit there and there. Because these jar ones tends to be salty. So, and I do not want it salty. Salty food, you know, mess everything up. And when I do them like this, I really don't have to even flip them because they're going to cook right through. And I cook everything fully cooked except for what doesn't need to be fully cooked. But most of my food is fully cooked. I do not like raw foods unless it's a salad or supposed to be raw. Even when they say it's supposed to be, I don't eat it. Depends on what it is. Because my stomach is not, it doesn't take things well. I cannot even drink regular milk a certain way. Unless it's warm. And last but not least, so I soak these in the hot water, and I'm just going to add them in. I do not want it to be slimy. And that's how I do them. And the hot water tends to, if you cut the head and the tail off and put it in the hot water, it gets rid of most of the slime from the okra. Okra is not for everybody, but I like it, and my husband do, so I cook them in most food, and I think they're healthy, especially for women. It's a good thing. They have a thing called okra water. I'm gonna be honest, as much as I love okra, I couldn't drink it because it's too slimy. I can't put that stuff down my throat. It's too much. But some people like it. So who am I to tell them not to do what they want to do? I think it's even in a powder form now. Never used to be. You could find okra in powder form, but they have it. I don't know how they do it, but I guess they do everything else, so they can do that too, huh? Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys for liking. Please share. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. Someone is asking something here. Let me see. What someone say? plumbers right now be screaming. I don't know. I don't get the joke, but I'm trying to. Somebody says, "Well, good morning, good morning." M&H. I can't. I think you're somewhere from another place. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Someone says none name. The Drude. Plumbers be screaming. Okay, that's who that. Todd Kimbrell. Good morning. Good morning. I wish you could smell it. All right. Yeah, they're cooking and they good too. Put them with a little bit of garlic. All right. So I have I'm wiping off with the thing here. I try to keep my station as clean as possible, but it's hard. It's kitchen. I'm burning that one, so I need to move it. It's just kitchen. You know how kitchen goes. And I keep on moving it off the stove. No wonder, the fire, the heat. So that's the last of the dumpling. That's fried dumpling. And I make them almost looking like biscuits. They're not for everyone, but this is the way I make them. Sometimes I make them other ways round. Sometimes I make them perfectly like an egg and just drop them in. And they come out really nice. But these are nice and crispy and soft. And this is what they're looking like. Hear this. See that? So, and there, I made it with a little bit of butter in it, cold water, butter, salt, a little tat of sugar, nothing sweet. And this is the fish, you guys. And I let it stay for a while. Sit for a while, more like it. And we'll get these other dumplings out here. But this is it right here. I have the over this side, which everyone is asking what I'm cooking, is green banana, cassava, and white yam, and that's what's in there. I'm gonna make a plate, let you guys see. I won't just go ahead and put it away and I'm making mess over there. Bear with me. I got water in the oil from the fried dumpling, and that's that noise you're hearing. And that would definitely pop and burn the hell out of you. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this plate. Get rid of my trash from off of this. I'll let you guys see. I'm gonna let this just cook for a little bit more, not a lot. I'm gonna turn the stove back up. I'm gonna get all of that off. Since I'm gonna flip it. And the reason why I'm flipping it, you see it's still firm together. If I had not put the flour and stuff on, this thing be falling apart. And even though I floured and fry them, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was cooked all the way through. Even though it looked dark. It's just the flour. Flour burns, and it does that a lot, especially if you're frying it in olive oil. Olive oil is one of the oil that you will use that will burn anything if you have the fire on high. And I've learned that early out, that certain things you just don't fry in olive oil, coconut oil, and stuff like that, because they will burn. And if you smell this right now, a lot of you guys might think, oh, it tastes great. And if you're from the Caribbean country, you know a lot of people know it tastes great. Some foods might not look the way you want it to look, but it tastes delicious. And I'm going to make a plate, let you guys see, because sometimes it's the only way to see what I'm really cooking. So I'm going to get that dumpling out right there. I'm not going to put the dumpling on the same plate because my husband will eat maybe around 2 or 3 of those by themselves. And the kids eat them all throughout the day. I do too, but I try to stay away from them because they're addicting, because they have butter in them. So you're looking at fat no matter what. Fat, fat, fat. And that's okay, but I don't want to put no more weight on because I might look thin, but I'm carrying a lot of weight. More than usual. I used to remember growing up being like 115, 120. Now I'm 180 something. I'm not ashamed of my weight. 183. I don't really look it when people look at me, but I'm heavy as hell. When I get on that scale, I move it. So, and I don't see nothing wrong with it because my mother is a big lady. Always been my whole entire life. Know my mother. She's been big. My whole entire family carry a lot of weight. The reason why I think I don't really get over the 200 because I do watch what I eat. If I'm pregnant, oh, I'll go over. Get this oil off. I'm gonna put my kettle on because I want some tea. I even want to turn the stove off. And I'm gonna make this plate. I'm gonna turn this on the low, but I'm gonna make a plate, let you guys see what I'm doing over here. It's a mess over here, but don't pay me no mind. I'm gonna try my best to do it and show you guys what's going on. Let me clean up some of it so it doesn't look scary to you guys' eyes. Alright, so if you want to see what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. So I have banana, cassava, and it looks weird, but if you're from the islands, and most people by now know what a banana looks like, regardless, a green banana looks like, so it's not so scary anymore to a lot of people. So when I put them in, I do them like this, right? I just slice them, they fall right off. And they keep them together, and that's another trick. If you buy them and they're really, let me turn you around. I don't want to get you out. There we go. And you really don't know how to peel them, trust me, just make 2 marks, and they slide out. Slide right out of the peel. And guess what? They stay together. And I'm going to put 2 of these because I'm going to make my plate. He won't get here until around another 20 minutes or so, but I'm going to make my plate, then I'll make his well hot. And they're starting to fall out already, so obviously these bananas are soft. That's what that's telling me. And I'm trying my best to get them without them. See, one is gone, broken. So I'm going to show you. They're not because they're in the peel, that don't necessarily mean that they're safe either from breaking, because this one broke. Trying to get it out of the peel, and I didn't peel them. I put them in whole, but they're soft and they're green. They're not sweet at all. And I have cassava over here. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. I got cassava over there, and I have the fish right there, and I have white yam. And I'm gonna turn that off. There's no need for me to keep on going. And if I can find the cassava, I'll let you guys see. And I think I broke the bananas. More of them anyway. It's hard to find the cassava because it was in here. Anyway, I found a piece of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of the fish on. And I did have my, but it's okay. I'm going to see if I can get this up without making a big old mess, okay? This is what it's looking like. And yes, I did make a mess over there. I gotta wipe it off my refrigerator. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. And this is my fish. And this is breakfast. It looks like a lot. It looks heavy, which it is. But it won't be for myself and my husband in the morning. Yeah, I made a mess of it, but it's my plate, so it's okay. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. And this is what I made this morning for breakfast. Banana, a small piece of cassava. He likes the cassava more than I do. That's white yam. And if anybody knows, yam, I see that's what they put there, yam at the supermarket. A yam for me. So green bananas. I went ahead and I boiled them in the skin, trying to keep them together, but they still broke anyway because they're very, very soft. They're soft bananas. And I'm going to be finished with you guys, but I'm going to start my dinner. I have some chicken and rice and peas to cook. And I'm going to try my best to get it done so I could go take my daughter shopping. She wants to go shopping today. So that's the plan. Anyone want to know what was over here? This is kingfish before I go off. This is kingfish I fried in a little olive oil and canola oil. I have okra in here. It's a tomato-based sauce, but I still add my onions, garlic, scallion to it, and a little bell pepper here and there. I grind a can of tomato sauce. I add a tad of sugar just to cut that nice tartiness it be having. Even though I put it, I did tap a little bit of vinegar, a tad of white vinegar, not a lot. I do sometimes use this white vinegar, but it has a smell, and I don't like the smell in certain things. If I feel for it, sometimes I try this one, and you can add any form of anything you want to your fish, but this particular fish is very weird. If you don't season it well, it doesn't taste great to me, but I'm not sure what. Oh, time. And this is what I made. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single last one of y'all. And like I said, I made kingfish, banana. I'm not frying no plantain today because I'm tired. Cassava and white yam. And this is what it's looking like. And this is breakfast. This is a lot. It's heavy. This plate is heavy. The banana and the fish itself is a clump of fish. It's a nice piece of fish. But this could hold me all the way up until like 2, 3 o'clock. I'm going to make a cup of tea with it. And that usually, you know, helps. I made this because it was requested by the husband. When he gets in the morning, he's going to have this with a cup of coffee. I bought some Irish coffee, which is very good. I actually got it from TJ Maxx for the Keurig. And then I made a batch of these. And these the kids going to have. So I might, when they get up, they probably won't get up until around 10 o'clock. I'm going to give this to them with either some eggs, bacon or something if they want, or sausage, whatever, if they want it. And like I said, they'll chew on those all day long. That's part of breakfast too. But this is for me and him. They don't really eat this kind of food and that hefty early in the morning anyway. So if you guys want to know what's in the pot, this is it. Kingfish with okra in tomato-based sauce. It has garlic, onions, all that good stuff. I did put a lot of herbs in it, and I think I forget a few that I was supposed to tell y'all. But I'm kind of like so tired from yesterday fishing and almost gotten bitten by a snake, being careless. So thank God I didn't. You know, my daughter was there to show me before I put my hand on him. He looked like the palm tree, so I couldn't tell. But anyways, I'm here to cook another day. And I'll be a little bit more careful again because I'm always looking out for alligators, but the snakes, rarely. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. Please do like the videos. Please thumbs up the video, more like it. I know it's a lot sometimes to remember to do. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will do some more videos along the way. I'm not sure about tomorrow yet, but if I am, you'll probably see me around 5:30, 6 o'clock. It'll probably be something basic. It'll be Monday morning. Something quick and easy for the kids. And God bless you guys. Have a nice one. Enjoy your Sunday. You know, if it's morning for y'all, good morning. If it's evening for y'all, good morning. And anyone do not know my name is Julie. They call me Julia, Jules, whatever. It's fine with me. I don't care. Jay, especially Jay. A lot of people call me Jay. I don't mind. Good morning. If it's morning for you, good morning. If it's afternoon for you, good afternoon, good evening, good night, because I know a lot of people, different countries do watch me. I've figured that out now. I can read my analytics a little bit better. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every last one of you guys for your comment, even some of those ones that make some nasty ones. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Do press the like button if you like it or whatever. God bless. Have a great day. And if you didn't see what I cook, that's what's in the pot right there and right there. So maybe you can see over there. That meal, I made a plate of it. It's kingfish with okra, and I'm done. And I'm gonna have a cup of tea with mine. I think I might as well make my husband plate because he should be here shortly. And I'm gonna clean up my mess. And I did turn that off. Sorry about that. So you guys have a blessed one. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm sorry I wasn't reading. And I'm going to make sure that I'll go through some of these if I can throughout the weekend. I think today should be the day when I get home. I'm going to go through a lot of my lives because I haven't had the chance to. And for some strange reason, every time I pick my glasses up, I can't find it. But anyway, thank you, thank you. Hi, Pookie. Good morning. I'm just going to go through some of these before I come off the live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to leave this open so you guys can see what I had cooked. And I have some bananas and stuff over there. It's actually kingfish in tomato-based sauce. I do not know your name. Liv, Asuga, Ava, Atua. I don't know. At McDonald's anyway. Someone said, can I get a plate? I wish you could, hon. I wish you could, but you're not close enough. If you're in Florida and next door to me, I would give you a plate. But anyway, you try to have a good day. Thank you for looking out. Um, Good morning to everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you're at. Thank you for tuning in. God bless.